yeah, let's say thing that's holding, let's say 99% of people, a majority of people. I don't know if that's an exact percentage, but just think a large amount of people are held back because of this one thing. And that one thing is fear, simply. Simple as it is just fear. Fear of being judged, fear of failing, fear of what other people are going to think. That's a big one for me. That was holding me back from recording, creating YouTube videos. I wanted to be doing stuff like this. Maybe not this particular type of content, not just talking to the camera, but I knew I wanted to always create something. I knew I always wanted to present myself to the world the way I wanted to. I wanted to pull out a camera and be able to create things from my perspective, from without any person telling me how to do it, how to run the show, how to do what I gotta do. But the biggest thing that holds me back is the criticism of what I'm gonna get from the people who are viewing, and more so the criticism of the people that you already know, your friends, your family, the people around you are often the ones to criticize you the most when you're trying to create some sort of content on the internet or just provide value for the world. It's always those who are closest to you who always talk the most shit. And it's the random people online that are your biggest supporters. But obviously, it's like you'll have some people who, like like your mom, they're gonna always support you no matter what. But it's always the random people who show 10,000 more percent of love than those like your boys. Your boys are always gonna talk shit, whether it's joking in a joking way or whether they truly mean like, yo, you're not gonna make it. Yo, no one's gonna watch your shit. Yo, no one's gonna really pay attention to you. What value are you bringing? Like they'll cut ass on you whether they're joking or not. But even if they are joking, it does tend to irk me, at least irk you a little bit, because it's just a sign that, like, damn, maybe I'm not cut out to do this thing. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm too fearful of just where this is gonna go. Maybe I'm just not. I don't have the personality. I don't have the knowledge or the experience to express myself on the camera. And that's just for me. It could be something completely different for you. But the fear of just criticism, especially from those who are around you, I feel like hits 10 times more than it's always the people that are around you that talk the most shit. And it's crazy. It's crazy to think because you would think they would show the most love, but fear holds us back from a lot of things. Fear holds me back from a lot of things, and just being it's tough. It's tough, man, because there's a lot of things that I have on my bucket list, but there's a lot of things I just don't do because I'm just scared of what the outcome, or not it's the outcome, but just the view I'll get from, especially the people around me. If I told my boys I was creating a self-help or a motivational type of YouTube channel, then they'll talk shit. There's only like 2 or 3 of my boys that know about this channel. Other than that, I'm just creating shit, and then if it grows, it grows, and then once it gets to a certain point, maybe I'll tell them about it. But I don't think you should tell people about your YouTube channel if you are creating. But that's a completely different side note. But nah, fear, bro. Fear of criticism is a big one, and just fear of just failing. Fear of failing, especially with the content creation, because if you essentially a failure is if you don't get any views. A failure can be you make a shitty video. A failure could be you embarrass yourself on camera. You say some nonsense. You don't know how to speak. That's what I would consider a failure, in my eyes. And you could have one of the best videos and just it just doesn't get any views. That's still considered a failure, but that's has to be part of the process. Part of the process is putting out the content in order for it to fail, because then eventually it will hit. You use the failures. You know this already, but you use the failures as a stepping stone to eventually grow, to eventually have that success. You use the failures to build up that W. It's not like you're going to have the perfect video the first time around. You're going to have to create shitty videos in order to make good ones. You're going to have to create shitty businesses in order to eventually have a good one. Whatever it is, you can just literally take that concept and apply it to anything. Apply it to your field. You need to fail in order to succeed. You know this. This is not new information. You know this. You need to fail in order to succeed. So I'm gonna end it with that. Just those are the two biggest ones. Fear of criticism and fear of failure are the things that hold a lot of people back. And the only message I have for you, if you're trying to not have this fear, is to fuck what people say, and failing is a part of the process. Fuck all those people, because at the end of the day, whether you succeed, whether you fail, like they could care less. Do what you gotta do. You're here once. Your time is limited, so don't let your dream path, don't let your dream goal slip away because you care about what Billy Bob gotta say. Because their opinion doesn't matter. Your time here is very limited. Tomorrow is not promised. You're not promised to wake up in the morning. You're not promised any of that. And in order to get the W, you gotta fail. It's just what you gotta do. You're not gonna be a pro at anything when you first start. So to eliminate those fears, just fuck the people, fuck opinions, and you gotta fail. Simple as that. Peace.